Welcome, welcome. So for class today, you're definitely going to want a block. You might want a strap and also possibly a blanket. And we're going to start off in a comfortable seat. So go ahead and make your way there, closing the eyes when you get there. And just start to gently rock left, right, front, back. Play around with finding a space that feels even in your pelvis, left to right. And then just very gently start to hug your sitting bones and your outer hips in until you feel a lift up through the spine. Now that basic action is part of what in the yoga work we call the midline. And we'll look at that a lot today, repeating those actions again and again and again so that we can leave a lasting impression on the body of inner and outer hip, leg stability, and spinal expansion. Coming to use the resource of the lower body to open and to support the upper as it's designed. Now, in the practices of yoga, when we engage in this type of work, what we're doing is creating something called samskara, which is the Sanskrit for imprint or impression. And it's the idea that as we go through our lives, making choices, we're leaving marks on ourselves. And each time we mark ourselves, the groove gets a little deeper and deeper and deeper. And as yogis, we're invited into this expanded sense of awareness. We're invited into a place of becoming more deliberate with the marks or the samskaras that we are leaving. So take a moment to turn towards your breath. Keeping the outer hips gently, the sitting bones gently hugging in, the spine elevating. Try to slow your breath down a bit. As you slow the breath down, what to become aware of in and around the body. Three more breaths. Centering in towards the spine. Focused on the length of the inhale, the length of the exhale. Give yourself permission to maintain this kind of meditation practice as long as you desire, perhaps even all of class. When you're ready to move, you're going to come to a downward facing dog pose with a block between your thighs. Try to get the block all the way up as high as you can, close to the pelvis. And just like you did in that seated meditation practice, squeezing in and plugging the thigh bones up into the hip sockets. Does anything else free up in your body when you engage the legs and the hips in this way? There are tensions that are starting to relax. On your next inhale, come into high plank pose. On the following exhale, go back to down dog. Try this just a few times. Warming up shoulders and hips. Keep squeezing in and plugging up the whole time as best you can. Okay, so this midline work will keep improving upon. You can remove the block, down dog split with the right leg. Move that around. Early stretching, you're going to bring your right foot forward between your hands and turn the left foot flat to the floor. Your legs are like warrior two. Walk your hands towards the front left corner of your mat. This is called down dog lunge. So imagine that you're doing down dog in your upper body. Push into your hands. Let your hips go back, but don't come out of the bend of the right knee. In fact, lift and spread your toes. And then recommit to those actions of hugging your legs in and plugging the thigh bones up. See if you can sense the freedom that comes to your chest, your throat, even your face when you engage the legs in this way. Another full breath here. Down dog to change sides. Left leg will go high. Move it around, free it up, and then bring the left foot forward. Down dog lunge, turn the right toes or right heel in. And again, develop the sensation of squeezing in and pulling up into the pelvis. Keep that front leg bent to a square. Now, after this side, we're going to step forward to come out for Uttanasana. You can breathe in, lengthen your spine. Breathe out, fold. Trying that a couple of times. And even here, you can re-imprint the actions to the midline. Squeezing the legs in. Plugging the thigh bones up. With or without your block, come to chair pose. Bring your hands to your thighs and try to do cat-cow in chair. Inhaling and exhaling. Yeah. Play around with as big a movement as feels really nice for your body. One more time, cat-cow. Inhale, come out of the pose, arms stretch to the sky. Exhale, fold to the floor. We're going to float a down dog. So breathe in, lengthen your spine. Step back to dog or jump right into chaturanga. If you're in dog, inhale, high plank. Exhale to the floor. Everyone inhale, back bend. Exhale, down dog. Good. Squeeze the legs together as though the block were still there and come to high plank pose. Keep squeezing the legs, chaturanga to the floor. Now take your hands off of the mat on fingertips, wide armed, extended Cobra, or Nagini Madasana. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lower down. Try this a few more times. Breathe in, up. Breathe out, down. Using this early segment to mobilize, to warm. You can come up and then rock side to side. Try to make a little more space in the shoulder girdle. Lowering down when you're ready, classical Cobra shape, hands in. Squeeze your legs together, press your hands down, squeeze your forearms together. So even the arms can activate the midline, elbow to wrist, downward facing dog pose, right leg for split. Exhale, bring the knee to the nose. Inhale, split. Good, again, knee to nose. Split. Twice more just like that. Little pendulum series. Now, exhale, place your right foot by your thumb. Low lunge, high lunge. Play with the actions again, squeeze the legs in, lift the spine up. There's 2 or 3 more breaths here, appreciating the shape. Inhale, make your way out, step or float a dog. Left leg split. Pendulum exhale. 4 times total. Place the left foot by the thumb. Low lunge to high lunge. Recommit to the actions. Inhale out. Float a dog. And breathe. What are you noticing as you're warming up? Certain habits coming clear. Look forward, breathe in. Step or jump, front and mat, breathe out. All right, so those habits come from samskara. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Again, lengthen. And fold. Last time, lengthen and fold. Breathing from all the way up. Keep the arms up, squeeze the legs in. Good news is that any habit that we can see and be aware of, we created. Keep the actions of squeezing in chair pose, and anything we've created, we can uncreate. We can replace with something better. Right? 2 more breaths. We're going to go through Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, come up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step, jump, or float a dog. Right leg split, breathe in. Exhale, knee to nose. Again. One more time. Now from split, place your right foot by your thumb. Breathe in, warrior 1. Breathe out, float a dog. Left leg for split. 3 pendulums. Warrior 1. Squeeze the legs together as you rise up. Squeeze the legs together as you lower down. Flow, down dog. Right leg to split. And then bring your right foot forward, left knee down. Now this is when you might want to pad the knee with the blanket. Anjaneyasana. Hands to the front thigh. Recreate the sensation at the block. Feel its effect on the spine. Lift your body. Maybe arms to the sky. One more big breath. Runner stretch, Arda, Hanumanasana. So hips go back on top of the left knee. The right leg straightens. Hands are on the ground or they're on blocks. Breathe in, lengthen your spine. Breathe out, fold. A couple times like that. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Lift. Lower. Yeah. Great. Lift up. Low lunge. Step or flow to the second side. Left leg will go for split. Bring it forward, knee down, right? All extra vinyasas are totally fine, right? Taking things away, totally fine. Right? You get to choose what you're imprinting on your body. 3 more breaths, Anjaneyasana. Runner stretch. Move your spine with your breath. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Next time you lift up, stay up. Low lunge. Step or float a dog. Excuse me. Good. Try to get a little longer in your down dog. Stay active in the legs, squeezing in and lifting up. Hug the forearms in. Lift the armpits up. You're gonna look forward. Take a big breath in. Keep the actions. Jump to the front of your mat. Good. Hands maybe on blocks, maybe on the floor. Lengthen your spine. You're gonna send the left leg back, standing split. Now, try to keep the hips squared off and just squeeze the thighs together, pulling in as best you can, and then folding with that action and those alignments. Right, so maybe your left leg doesn't go very high today. And it's not about that. It's about practicing midline and creating actions that support our spine. Right, so those hips squared off is really going to be wonderful for your back. So from standing split, you're going to take the left leg all the way to the back of your mat and then pivot to the left. So we'll do wide leg forward fold for Arda, Uttanasana. Just firm your leg muscles exactly and fold in. If the legs got soft, re-engage them. One more breath here. And then you're going to do standing split facing the back of your mat. So the second side. Walk to the left, turn the left toes out, step to the back, lift the right leg. Recreate the midline, squeeze the thighs in, lean into it. Try to be more in the sensation of the alignments than you are in the ego, or than you are focused on how the pose is meant to look. I'm going to come back to wide leg forward fold. Sorry, to Uttanasana, this time shoulder stretch. So interlace your hands at your low back or hold your hips. Either way, get the shoulder head into the back of the body. Hold in and breathe. Midline in the arms, squeeze your forearms in. Now the other side of the midline work is in multifaceted. So as much as you hug in, you also want to expand out, right? So that's the full engagement of the midline. So as you squeeze your forearms in, press your upper arms out. As you create even more room for you. Yeah, great. Everything's part of a pulsation or a spanda. Downward facing dog pose. Step, jump, or flow. Right leg for splits. Bring it forward, triangle pose, Uttanasana. Take a long enough stance that you can really set your hands down in a comfortable place. Right hand down on the ground or on a block, left arm up. Hug the legs in. Yeah, let the spine open and lift. We're going to take this shape to balance on just the right foot and the right hand. So you'll do half moon, Arda Chandrasana. Take your time to get there. And yes, midline in the legs works wonders here as well. Flex the left foot, squeeze the thighs together, lengthen, clear your spine. Now I'm going to ask us to try something a little interesting. And it's really going to be contingent on that leg action of midline. So keep squeezing the thighs in and bring your left hand to the floor, square off your hips. Both hands are down. Spine is trying to lengthen at the same height as the left leg. Like you're doing a supported warrior 3. Stay here or take the right arm up to the sky and you've got Parivrtta Arda Chandrasana. Midline the whole time, friends. You can inhale out, come back to Arda Chandra. Back to Trikonasana. Float it down, dog. Cool. Second side. Left leg forward. Triangle pose. Half moon. Right hand to the floor, prep. Supported warrior 3. Maybe revolved half moon. Good, come out. First half moon, Arda Chandra, classical shape. Trikonasana, classical shape. Floated down dog. Down dog or child's pose, close your eyes. Recenter on your breath. Try to get back to the place that we began our work. We started to initiate this process of samskara, slowing down your breathing with very deep focus. When in doubt, if nothing else, let this be the takeaway from class. And at any moment in time, you can choose how you're breathing. And when you slow it down, you're in direct support of your nervous system. Right foot forward, side angle pose. Right hand inside of the foot. Right hand inside of the foot or on a block. Left arm to the sky. Squeeze the right arm and leg together. Squeeze the left leg and right leg toward one another. And breathe. Now, some of us are going to go for the bind. And this is when you can grab your strap and put it in your left hand, taking your arm up to the sky. I'm going to wrap your left arm around your back. Now, not everyone does everything in a yoga class, right? But everyone can do something. So you figure out what your something is. Maybe lean forward, take hold of the opposite end of the strap with your right hand, or take hold of your left hand with your right. Down side angle, breathing. Midline, midline, midline in the legs the whole time. And perhaps you stay here, enjoying the sensation, challenge and stretch. Maybe you step your left foot forward and try to straighten your left leg. Vakratandasana, twisted trunk. Straighten your right leg, lengthen your spine, twist. Or perhaps full bird of paradise, shifting onto the left foot. Squeezing your legs to the midline, coming up to balance. Midline the whole time, friends. Midline, midline, midline. Maybe extend the leg. Yeah, beautiful. Coming out when you're ready. Unwinding, everyone. Downward facing dog pose. So as we're increasing the demand on the physical body, increase the demand on your breath practice. Left leg, side angle. Left hand inside. Right arm up. The goal is not word of paradise. The goal is getting into something that's challenging for you, that puts you in a position of being able to work the breath better and to notice through that work how you're supporting yourself. Try the half bind, right arm wraps around. That might be challenge enough, maybe full bind. Stay here or step the right foot forward. Try to straighten the unbound leg first, then the left leg second, then lengthen your spine and twist open, Uttanasana. Keep the midline working, shift to the right foot, come upright to stand. How's your breathing? Right, wherever you are. Yeah, make your way out. Front of the mat, forward fold. Blocks under your hands. And feel the return to center. Try to stay in this shape until you feel grounded. Pyramid pose. Step the left foot back. Long enough stance, you're getting a good stretch without losing or compromising the steadiness of the pose. And fold down. Twisted triangle. Left hand stays where it is, where it moves to the outside of the right foot and right arm up to the sky. Squeeze the legs together, friends. Right, so the more we squeeze those hips in, the more the abductors start to work, the easier and safer this twist will become. And you can stay in this twisted shape and shift forward and come right into a revolved half moon. Bring the block with you or not, up to you. You can stay in revolved half moon or advance it by bringing the left foot in and holding the foot with your right hand. Parivrtta Arda Savasana. Now, if you're in the full revolved half moon with thigh stretch, try not to slingshot when you come out, but rather release deliberately. Come back to twist a triangle. And then everyone come to low lunge. Take a moment to reset. High lunge. And twist here, hand or elbow to the outside of the right knee. Prayer hand, squeeze your legs in, lengthen the spine. Breathe.
Maybe try arm variations, opening the arms wide. Maybe try a half or full bind here. 3 more breaths. Inhale your way out, downward facing dog pose. If you have blocks, hands on blocks can be really nice in this down dog for your shoulders. Maybe you do a little vinyasa. Second side pyramid pose, left foot forward. Steady the legs. Come back to your breath. Bow in. Twisted triangle. Stay here, or twisted half moon. Stay here, or twisted half moon with thigh stretch. Slowly unwind without slingshotting. Come back to twisted triangle. Low lunge. Okay. Low lunge for the reset. High lunge. Midline and twist. Any arm variations that feel good for you, play with. Getting back to the place of challenge where you have to slow the breath down. You're going to step forward after this series, Uttanasana. Easy breathing. Let yourself ragdoll for a moment. Grab your strap. You're going to roll upright to stand. Great. Standing on your right leg. Bring your left leg up and in. Hang out here with or without your strap. Take hold of the left foot, I'm sorry. And then extend the left leg straight in front of you. Squeeze the midline. Right arm out to the right. Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. So steady your focus on something unmoving. Steady the breath and then slowly open the leg out to the left. Remember, we're creating samskara here in the physical body as well as the mental landscape. So give yourself time to experiment with steadying those things together. I'm going to bring the left leg back to center. Take hold of the foot with the right hand now. Windmill the left arm back, twist. Right hand holds the outside of the foot or the strap. You're going to bring your left hand forward, hold the inside of the foot or the strap, and try and lift the leg a little higher. Releasing down, grounding, pausing, breathing, sensing. Second side, okay? Ground down through your left leg, bring the right leg up. Holding the shin, stage 1. Holding the foot, stage 2. Extending the leg out in front of you. Maybe left arm out. Open the leg to the side, Uttanasana, Padangusthasana 2. How's your breathing? How's your focus? Back through center, go for the twist. Keep your left hand on the outside of the foot or strap. You're going to bring your right hand forward, inside of the foot or strap, and lift up. Leaving the posture gently. Yes. You can float a dog or just come right down into squat. Yeah. When you get to squat, just go ahead and fold in. We're going to bring our practice to the floor now. If you feel that you want any extra active movements, now is a great time to go for any flow, down dog, vinyasas, maybe even crow pose you might want to try. I'm going to take us to our seats. Let your right leg stay down, hold the left foot. So the left hand holds the outside of the foot, the right hand cups the heel, flex the foot, and move it around. Move it around, explore the hip. Yeah. Yes. No pigeon today, just these wonderful little hip openers from here. Stage 2, wrap the leg and hold the shin with both arms like this. Or stage 3, wrap your arms around, breathing. Really try to find a place that feels like you're on the threshold, right at the edge. You can change sides anytime you're ready. If this is your tighter side, maybe you stay a little longer. Holding the heel, moving around. Stage 1 is really fantastic, right? Stage 2, you hold like firewood. And to work deeper and deeper into the hips. Stage 3, wrapping around. Yeah. Come back to the first side. Repeat any and all of the first side or Surya Yantrasana. So You'll hold the foot, the left foot with the right hand, and try to move the leg back behind your ribs. So want your thigh bone to go as far back as possible. And then you just kind of snuggle your left shoulder underneath and behind the knee. Left arm will go to the floor. Really clamp down in midline, squeeze the arm and the leg together. Then your right hand crosses over top of the foot. And slowly start to extend the leg to straight. Untitled Sundial pose. Yeah, beautiful day for a little sundial. Yeah, coming out nice and slow. Great. Second side, sundial, or any of the hip openers. Take your time, move it around, right? Thigh bone back, shoulder behind and underneath. So much of this is balancing the midline, so you're really squeezing the leg in. But then remember, the midline is also expanding out, so you're pressing the arm out, right? Those two actions coming together will keep the shoulder girdle very safe. Slow the breath down in the challenge, friends. Try to avoid your mind getting the better of you. I'm going to do something a little different on this exit. You're going to bring the ankle over the knee. Stambasana, forward fold. If it feels a little too tight, then just straighten your left leg and fold down. Take one more big breath. Come up, change sides. Fold in. Come up. Pause for a moment. You're going to bring the sole of your top leg foot, your left foot to the floor, and snuggle your right foot back. Arda, the twist. Go ahead and wrap in. If you can comfortably close the eyes and try to cultivate an 8-count breath. So the full inhale to 8, the exhale to 8. I know that we'll all have different 8 counts. I just want you to gauge what yours is right now. And notice if you can slow it down. changing sides. No judgment about the length of your 8 count at all is necessary. Just trying to become aware. And inhale out, both legs in front of you, Uttanasana, fold down. Have your block nearby, put the block between your shins. Keep squeezing the legs in, clearing the sitting bones, the hamstrings periodically. Finding a place so that your head can rest. Just a few more moments in the pose. A few more opportunities to slow and deepen the breath. When it feels good for you to come out of the pose, come on up. Lay down on your back. Happy baby's pose. After happy baby's pose, get back to a settled place, something neutral. Check in with your body and notice if there's anything else, any other poses that you might require or desire. And now is a great time to do them. If you're When you are ready for Shavasana, come there, getting yourself as comfortable as possible. Softly bring your consciousness back towards the breathing and enjoy your breath. Give yourself permission to remain like this longer and longer, restoring your body, your mind, vitality. Whenever you want to move, please move, stretch, adjust. Perhaps coming to a seat. Bring your left hand to your heart. Turn your right palm upward facing. Acknowledge the work. The impressions, the imprints that you've made. Acknowledge the samskara received. Effects on your body, mind, your heart. Your right hand on top of the left. Gratitude of all of this consciousness, the awareness flowing through every cell of your body. Gently bow. Closing with a chant of Om, easy breath. Join anytime. Deep, deep peace. Om Shanti. Namaste.